And what is up, everybody? Welcome to the Big Dill stream on Sunday night. How's everyone doing tonight? What's up, Lila, Dakota, real life skinwalker? Everyone have a good weekend? Anyone do anything cool this weekend? What's up, like button? We do have a new Nukes Top 5 as well. Get that loaded up. Okay. Here for Tess. She's looking at me now. She's been a cuddly bug all day. Okay. Got that ready to go. War Thunder is up. What do you mean War Thunder is up? Is that a game? Your high school's doing a blood drive, and that is what you are doing next week. Oh, nice, cool. I've never donated blood, but I do donate plasma twice a week, so I kind of know what that feels like. What's up, Squidward Tentacles? It's a free game. I think I've heard of it. It's like World War II planes and tanks or something like that. Having some what are you having from Taco Bell? A chalupa? The draft grade? God, I honestly hated this draft. I really did. I mean, I think for Minnesota, the first two picks were good. I really wanted Kyle Hamilton, if I'm being honest, but Louis Sign, I hate his name. I'd give it like a solid B. It's hard to judge it until like 3 years from now, obviously, but everyone after round 3 or 4, I hated. I was like, I wanted Calvin Austin, a receiver. I don't know why we didn't go after a receiver earlier in the draft, but I hated that Breece Hall got snubbed first round. What's up, Volley? Your dad is making good homemade pizza. What topping? You got the nacho fries box? What the hell? The only thing I've ever had from Taco, because I go to Taco John's, which is like 1,000 times better. But when I do go to Taco Bell, they have the steak quesadilla. That's fucking good. And then what the fuck else did I get? It was like a hard shell taco with cheese on the outside of the shell, and then a soft shell taco on the outside of that. That was pretty good. Yeah, I'm just hoping that our defense should be a lot better, though, I would think. What's up, Pamela? Just a cheese? Okay. Welcome. We'll start the Nukes Top 5 in about a couple minutes here. And YouTube is letting me know that there could be some lagging right now. We are off to a slow start tonight, guys. Holy shit, where's everyone at? At least I get paid this week. It's nice. It's always nice when... I mean, I wish I got paid every day. What's up, Chad Ironballs? You made peanut butter bread? What the hell is peanut butter bread? Isn't that just like a sandwich with peanut butter on it? Or do you like, is it... What is peanut butter bread? I'm not a big bread guy, to be honest. I don't like sugar and sweets and all those. You get paid every 2 weeks from working at McDonald's? Gotcha. Yeah, it would be nice. The only thing I just wish I was a millionaire. That's what I wish. You know? Yeah, dude, that fucking video in the crawl space. I showed my buddy from work that video. And it was pretty fucking creepy. I actually showed a chick I had over this just this other night, and I showed that to her as well, and she was pretty creeped out by it. So, I want to, Lila, if you see any more like that, let me know. You did a fantastic job finding that video. Applause. My banging Paco doesn't have a sister to bang. If she had one, or if he had one, then absolutely, yeah. You were scared of that crawl space video as well. I mean, the guy is an idiot for going down there to investigate with A, no flashlight, B, no weapon, C, no backup. I mean, even if it was a raccoon, I don't want to be near a fucking raccoon that could be rabid. Even if it's not rabid, they'll still bite you. So he was a fool. Henry, it was what the hell is the guy's name? It was some video that this guy took inside his house. He went down into his crawl space, and there was an intruder that was in the crawl space, and he comes face to face this intruder on video, and it was pretty scary. Yeah, Mr. Nightmare. We got some people joining now. My YouTube is still having some kind of maintaining issue, so if it is buffering or the quality is dog shit, it's probably on my internet. What's up, weather balloon? I'm hoping that tonight's nukes is pretty good. I'm getting tired of the fucking same old ghost ones. I want some creepy shit. One more minute, then we're going to go ahead and get started. People will just join. Alright, I'm going to get this prepped here. 23 minutes. 5 scary ghost videos that are disturbing. Okay, if you say so, nukes. You know? I think we're ready to go. Let's get started. Reminder, we'll be ranking each video out of 10 on the Spookometer after each clip is done. 1 being not spooky, 10 being spooky. You can rate it however you want. It doesn't necessarily have to be whether you think it's real or fake, just how creepy it is. Alright, with that being said, let's get into it. What's up, Eric?
Top 5 ghosts caught on camera. Highway horror. Late one Sunday evening, Mitch Kuhn and his parents are driving down a busy highway near Sydney, Australia, when out of nowhere they have an absolutely unnerving encounter. Mitch captured the hair-raising moment with his dashboard camera.
What the fuck was that?
Mitch explains that he was shocked when out of nowhere a child appeared right on the busy highway in front of him. He says that the child looked no older than 6 and seemed to be wearing a
That is fucking weird.
blue coat. Mitch Kuhn's mother quickly calls the police to warn them about the lost child randomly walking on the highway. After hearing nothing back, 45 minutes later, Mitch calls again to offer his dashcam footage. But the officer on the phone informs him that the child has been found and that the footage isn't needed. And now here's where things get really weird. So after being reassured by the police, Mitch Kuhn believes that the child is safe. He posts his dashcam footage to Facebook and the video is picked up by the Australian National News. Reporters reach out to the police to get more information, and the police deny that they ever found the child. They say that they searched the area, but no child was found, and that there were no reports of missing children in the area. So could it be that Mitch captured something paranormal on camera? And why the strange reaction by the authorities? I'm honestly just not sure.
I mean, now we know why the kid died in real life. He was dumb, you know, walking across the interstate. What an idiot.
So let me know your thoughts down in the comments.
It's weird. It just looks like it's rolling. Like it's. I mean, I guess ghosts don't need to walk, but
No.
yeah, that was an interesting one. I'm gonna give that one like a 7 out of 10. Wasn't that creepy, but it was interesting. It did look like a gnome. I do agree. It did look like a gnome. $3 donation by a free-spirited individual. I believe Henry was your original name, if I remember that correctly. Thank you for the $3 donation. I appreciate that very much. Looks like a garden gnome, yeah. Yeah, thank you, Henry. I appreciate that very much. An 8 for Lila, a 5 for Weather Balloon, a 10, or I don't know what you're rating there, real life Skinwalker. 5.6 for Volley, a 7 for Dakota, a 7.5 for Pamela. Three out of 10 for Squidward's Tentacles. What the fuck is that Abby you have for that Squidward tentacle? What? Is that like a cracked out version of Squidward? It looks like some weird version of Squidward. That's disturbing. Alright, moving on to the next one.
Oregon found footage. Now this next video is a bit of a mystery as the source has been heavily debated on the internet. In the video, a man shows off his campsite in the woods of Deschutes, Oregon, when later that night, things just go horribly wrong. Some believe that this footage could have been recorded by Jacob Edris. Jacob disappeared in 2017 and was last seen in Eugene, Oregon, after frantically calling his boss about being chased by someone. Others believe that the footage could have been shot by Chase Hove, a young man who also disappeared in 2017. Chase disappeared in the exact same area where this video was recorded. But those are all just theories. Here is the chilling video.
Alright, well, it may seem like a bit much, but here I am solo camping. This is Deschutes, Oregon. Well, close to Bend, Oregon. I brought the 8-person tent, or the 6-person tent. I haven't pulled this thing out in a long time, so I thought first of the season I should pull that out, give it a go. It's about that time. Sun is setting. It's about 8 o'clock. Should be dark out here in less than an hour. Let me get a little bit over there to the trees. Beautiful night. Definitely going to be turning in early though. I've been woken up by these god noises. Yeah, you can hear it. It's up from that side. Sounds right outside the tent. There's someone right outside the tent. That can't be. That's us. That's someone's messing around with the rocks out there. Jesus Christ. Leave me alone!
Fuck.
Flashlight. I can't see a god thing outside this night vision. Jesus Christ. I don't know where the chased me off. I'm wondering. The god darkness. Flashlight.
What the fuck was that? Oh. I thought there was something in the tree.
Someone or something makes an attempt to get inside the man's tent. He makes a frantic run for it and forgets his flashlight in the process. Because it's pitch black out, the man relies on the infrared feature on his camera. To his horror, whoever was trying to get into his tent is now standing right in front of him. And that's where the footage cuts off.
I mean, clearly that's not a human being. If that's real,
and the mystery
that's
intensifies. Now, some claim that the camera was found at the campsite along with his car, his tent, and other valuable belongings. But the mysterious man who recorded it all is said to have disappeared. So whether this footage was recorded by Jacob Idris, Chase Hove, or neither, we'll probably never know. And perhaps the footage is just a huge, elaborate hoax. Real or not, I leave it up to you to decide. Before we move on to...
It is pretty believable in the sense that there's a lot of people that went missing in that exact location. And the footage is questionable. I want to know who did he say who the uploader was? Yeah, if you're going camping, yeah, you should always bring a gun, for sure. I got my fists. That's all I need. They're more lethal than a gun, so I would say that one's like an 8 out of 10 because it was creepy. It looked like a what's that fucking thing called? What's the fucking stalking guy that looks like that? The white. Why can't I think of it? Slender Man. There it is, Slender Man. But yeah, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. Let's see, a 6 for Volley, a 9.5 for Lila, an 8 out of 10 for Terrible Today, an 8 for Dakota, a 0 for Real Life Skinwalker, a 7.5 for Kyle. Yeah, Slenderman. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Yep. A 7 for Henry. I mean, I don't know. I would lean on the side of it being an elaborate hoax, but it's well done. A 4 for Pamela. A 6 for Terrible 2. What do you got? You already voted. You already voted, man. All right. But I'll get you the second vote. 6 out of 10 and an 8 out of 10. Damn. All right.
To the next video, if you see anything that you think should be included in the top 5, contact us at nukestop5@gmail.com. The Point Pleasant Phenomenon. Urban Explorer,
which I believe Point Pleasant is Mothman area, West Virginia.
Chris Hill from the popular YouTube channel Urbex Hill is back for another strange urban exploration. This time, Chris travels to Point Pleasant, West Virginia, to search out a creepy old tunnel system that is hidden somewhere deep within the woods surrounding the city. Now, the small town of Point Pleasant has seen its fair share of tragedy. In 1967, a suspension bridge over the Ohio River, called the Silver Bridge, suddenly and without warning, collapsed under the weight of rush hour traffic. 46 people died in the tragedy, and 2 of the victims were never even found. The tragic event led to many strange conspiracies and legends as to why the bridge collapsed. You see, Point Pleasant, West Virginia is where the infamous folklore creature, the Mothman, was first ever sighted. There were multiple reports and sightings of a, quote, large humanoid moth-like creature that occurred in Point Pleasant throughout 1967. This is the same year the bridge collapsed. Some believe that the mysterious Mothman was a harbinger or even possibly the cause of the bridge collapse. After some scouting, Chris finds the tunnel system and starts his exploration. As he presses forward, exploring deeper and deeper into the tunnels, the water starts to flow more heavily, and the humid fog rising from the stream makes it hard for Chris to breathe. Many miles into the tunnel, it seems that Chris reaches a point that few other people have ever even explored, as there is not even any graffiti on the tunnel walls. And this is when things start to take a terrifying turn.
Oh God.
I'm hearing a lot of noises down here. Hopefully that's the end of the tunnel.
Chris hears a chilling sound coming from somewhere in the tunnels right behind him. He walks back to check it out, but he finds nothing there. Even though Chris is a little shook by what he just heard, he is still determined to press onward to find the end of the tunnel. And then he captures something absolutely terrifying.
Oh my God, dude. Holy fucking shit.
Two strange figures can be seen peeking out at Chris before disappearing back into the tunnels. Chris says he could barely see anything through the fog on the water and was unaware of what his camera captured at the time. He says that he simply continued down the tunnel and never saw anything that could explain what he had filmed. So what do you think is going on here?
Wait, he went down that exact way?
Could these mysterious figures have anything to do with the countless Mothmans?
It looks, you know what it reminds me of? Does anyone else remember that clip that was similar to this, where it was a drone, like a remote control drone or something like that, and it was one that was driving in a tunnel, like a sewer system, and a thing kind of like that peeked out, and it went viral. It's a very viral video. It reminds me of that. It almost looks like it has like this long, giant fucking arms, almost like that fucking creature in the woods, that that big giant white creature that we've watched so many times, with the kid with this fort, his makeshift fort. That almost is what this looks like. So I don't know.
Sightings in Point Pleasant? As always, I leave it up to you to decide. Meanwhile,
I mean, yeah, it's possible it's fake, obviously, but it looks like a hard thing to fake, to make it look that fluid and that good. I'm gonna give that a 10 out of 10. That was creepy. That was creepy. Yeah, exactly, Johnny, exactly. A 9 for Dakota. An 8 for Henry. A 7 for Volley. 8.5 for DM Kelly. A 6.5 for Weather Balloon. 8 for Johnny. A 10 for Miles. 8 for Pamela. Looks like we all enjoyed this one. That one was creepy. I mean, it would make sense that a creature would live in an abandoned tunnel like that, but what would they feed off of? What would they eat? Just the idiots that, like this guy that traveled down in there? A 9 for Terrible Today. Alright, moving on.
While on TikTok. TikTok user DarkSecret37 is a mother from the Philippines currently living in Japan with her 2 sons. One evening in the spring when the sakura trees are in full bloom, the 2 boys make a video with one of their friends filming. What happens next is truly bizarre.
Oh, we've seen this somewhere.
えぐいえぐいえぐいえぐいえぐいえぐいえぐい待って待って待ってマジでやばいマジでやばいマジでやばいマジでやばいマジでやばい足足足足ちょっ
早く俺も時間ないから早くして
と待ってちょっと待ってちょっと待って
シギリ入ってて大丈夫かな
ちょっと待ってちょっと待ってちょっと待って
本当に身内が
マジでやばい
Did you see it? A hand wraps around one of the boy's legs. The guy who's recording is shocked and hurries over to inspect the area around the 2 boys. But there's nothing and no one there. Some Japanese TikTok commenters believe that long ago someone was buried on the spot where the sakura tree now stands, and that the restless spirit tried to reach out to the children, literally. But what do you think this creepy hand could be? Is it real or just an elaborate hoax? You decide. TikTok user Rachel Howard.
I've seen that one before, so it didn't really creep me out. Either way, I think I'd give that like a 5 out of 10. I'll do it a 5.5, because I think it's well done CGI, but I think that's what it is, CGI. A 4 for Lila. A 6 for DM Kelly. $3.5 for Dakota, a 2 for Squidward's Tentacles. Any more? Any more? Last call. Okay, moving on.
Howard from Phoenix, Arizona is filming a quick little video to show off her brand new TV. But later she realizes that she captured something truly disturbing.
I got my TV up. Looky. Oh, wait. You know how long this took to build
A dark humanoid figure seems to be standing over Rachel in the reflection on her TV screen. When she moves closer, whatever it is seems to dart away and just disappear. So did Rachel capture something paranormal by accident? You tell me.
I got my TV up. Looky. Oh, wait. You know how long this took?
The presence. Tommy Wells.
Wasn't that creepy? I mean, it's if it happened to me, yeah, it'd be creepy, but I mean, to react to it, it's not that scary. I'd give it a 6 out of 10 at best. Yeah, I also think the same thing, Valeria. How would you not notice that? I mean, I had a similar experience with the Xbox Connect one time, and I know some of you that are been here for a long time, you've seen the image of that. We had the Xbox Connect hooked up, and it was on, I think the thermal imaging. And on the thermal imaging, it was night vision, it was what it was. And there was this creature, this, it was almost like goat-shaped, but with 2 legs, standing on bipedal legs, and it was on the couch. And it wasn't moving, but it was just standing there. And then we fucked with the camera, we unplugged it, plugged it back in, and it still did it. And then, eventually it just disappeared, it just was gone. And I got footage of it somewhere. I don't know if it's still on my phone or not. I do have the video, but it's tiny. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I have the picture on hand, which sucks. Oh well. Yeah, there's a lot of videos out there, like ghost videos, that happen with the Xbox Kinect. It has a really good camera. They actually used it, I believe, in the one of the Paranormal Activity movies, I think. I don't know if the Xbox Kinect, like on the newest Xbox, I'm just talking like with the Xbox One. I don't know about the new one, if it's still, I assume it's still a good camera. But they had like a mode where it was night vision, thermal, and then they had like a mode that made the whole screen like green dots. So if anything passed through those green dots, you could see it really easy.
From Rockwood, Tennessee claims that paranormal activity surrounded him for years, even following him from home to home. But the terrifying events have now begun to affect his wife Leslie and their 3 children. The family has heard loud, hoof-like footsteps in the house. Objects move on their own. And Leslie has even found unexplained bruises all over her body. One night they begin to hear strange sounds again. They record it all with their newly purchased camera. What happens next is downright creepy.
Like since we've moved 4 or 5 goddamn times, it keeps following us. No matter where the we go, it keeps following us. I don't know. We lived somewhere for 2, maybe 3 months, and it happens right back again. Water pressure's quitting.
It's what?
Water's just...
What's wrong with the water?
Oh, God, I just filled the cup up. I don't know, it's just quit.
What? Honey?
Yeah.
What is going on?
Everything in the whole freaking place is just dead. Oh, what the frick?
What the world?
That guy's a menace. He's out there microwaving water and fucking saying, what the frick?
What?
5 now.
What? That's crazy. What is wrong with the microwave? What the? What's wrong with the microwave?
She's on God fire. How's that?
There's the piano again. Oh my God.
Water's quit again. This is get out of here. It's crazy as You wanna with somebody? With me now, God damn it. Ain't nobody.
What is? What? What is that? Tommy?
What the?
What is that, Tommy?
Let's get out of here. Let's go. Let's get the This ain't leaving. I'm getting the out of this God house is what I'm doing.
The water pressure in the house inexplicably drops. The microwave flickers and dies, and the piano in the living room makes a noise. But scariest of all, heavy clomping footsteps can be heard slowly moving towards the family.
It just seems like your typical Alabama residence.
That's when they decide to just get out of there. Cut to another day, and Tommy and his family are back in their home to celebrate his daughter's birthday. The girl's cousins, aunt, uncle, and parents have all gathered in the kitchen as the excited girl is served her birthday cake. Unfortunately, this will not be a happy birthday.
They all are about to die.
This is Christina's birthday party, and everyone at it, there's Brianna, her little cousin, There's Haley, her other cousin. And there's her daddy Tommy.
Hello.
And here's her Aunt Misty. And here's her Uncle Joey.
What up with it?
What up with it? Alrighty, let's go, yes. Daddy lighting the candles.
So we can get you a little cake on camera so we can remember your party. And we'll give the...
What's up, North Texan? How you doing?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chrissy. Happy birthday to you.
Yay! Love you candles out, girl.
She gonna blow it out? Yeah.
You gonna cut the cake out, Mama, or you want me to?
Go ahead, I'm running the camera.
Alrighty.
Daddy's cutting the cake.
Did you like the bicycle and stuff you got for your birthday?
Oh my God, Tommy, it's gonna start again. Oh my God, no.
It ain't gotta mess everything up.
He's gonna mess this up for everybody now.
Come on, sissy. Come on, baby, come on. I don't know what's gonna happen. Come on. This is ridiculous. Heck, I'm sorry, baby. Seems like it's messing everything up for a second.
It's okay, it'll be alright.
God, we should have had this at Jerry's house.
Okay, it might not
It's
be
just,
anything else, okay?
this stuff is starting again.
You're alright.
I'm sorry, sweetie.
Be okay.
I'm so sorry.
Oh God!
What the hell is going on?
Go to the front room.
Go to the front room, girls, go.
Oh God! Oh my God!
Misty,
Let's get out of here, come on. Let's go with it.
Terrifying paranormal activity disrupts the happy celebration, upsetting the freaked out young girl. The family feels that the unexplained events have gotten completely out of control.
I'm just confused by the table with a cake in the center surrounded by mini pizzas. Were they planning on having pizza and cake at the same time? Because that's fucking weird. That's weird as fuck. Wouldn't you just eat the pizza and then sing the happy birthday and have cake as dessert? I'm confused by what their intentions were here. Lila pointed out that it does seem kind of scripted. I agree. I do agree. It is entertaining, though.
And plan to do a seance together in hopes of ridding the home of whatever is haunting them.
What's up, Texas Panhandle? I was wondering when you're going to get here.
Go well.
goes down, I'm running. You guys can do the sounds, I'm not doing it. I'll sit
Hey, you can sit there with us and do it too? You can sit in there with us and help us, man.
No.
Well, it's supposed to be 4 people with the same...
Wait, the curtain in the background was blurred? What? Why a curtain?
Well, anyways, I mean...
Is there like something on it, I imagine?
No, I'm not doing it.
Dude. Wait, I'm sorry. Look! Dude! Whatever the hell did her stop! Tommy, come on in here. Let's just turn his lights off and do this.
I gotta go, man.
Hold on, sit still just a few minutes. Just stay there just for a few minutes, just till Sam gets here. Sam and Tasey's supposed to be here in a minute. Turn his lights off.
so, but
Go, if you got a candle. Yeah, hold on. Get a Bible and a candle. Hold on, I'll go get it. Look, what? Look. What the? Tommy, let's do this right quick. Come on. Oh. Leslie, I'm sorry, babe. Come on. We gotta hold hands. Don't let go of each other's hands no matter what we do. You've got...
Oh, were those pizza paper plates? Is that what that was? Okay. Okay, that makes sense. I was like, why the fuck are there just multiple... I mean...
Stay in the circle and hold hands.
That makes
Don't
sense
let go.
I'm not part of this circle, man.
If you let go of each other's hands, it's got control of it. It can... Hold on, man. God. Look at that. It's a friggin' water off it over here. Put the Bible in the middle of the hands. Come on. If they set them in the house, give us a sign, show us who you are. If you're evil... Sorry, baby. If you're evil... Son of a bitch, Jerry. Hey, God dang. Hey, that's enough. That's sign enough, man. That's sign enough. Okay. Just get it. Let's quit. Turn this light on. Hey, Leslie, I'm sorry. What is that? I don't know. This is a new one on me, Jerry. Leslie. Where's the cat? No. Are you okay? Oh, God. I'm sorry. Here. Get her a friggin' Riker. Here.
What in Alabama is going on
See,
here?
are you cut? Are you hurt?
No.
Tommy, Tommy. Hey, get in the litter. Go. Wait a minute. Come on, man. Bring the camera. Let's get out. Come on. Come on. Take this off. Turn that in there. Shut it. Shine it under the bed. Shine it under the bed. See, it's got to be sitting here. Look. God, ain't nothing. Check it out, Jacob. Get this off of it. Let's get it. Go on. Let's get it. God. Guys, come on. Let's get it. Move.
As the family begins the seance, a bed moves on its own, even though family member Jacob is sitting right on top of it. Jacob jumps up in fear, but the bed still continues to move. The water faucet then turns on by itself. But what truly seems to terrify them all is that blood seems to drip down from the ceiling and lands on Tommy's wife's hand. Now Tommy believes that something demonic and evil has attached itself to his family. But what happens next will forever remain a mystery.
I was wondering the same thing, Lila. Like, they're in a kitchen, nonetheless. There's gotta be a paper towel within, like, arm's reach, and he just, without hesitation, I got you, baby! Fucking rips off his fucking whole entire t-shirt, so we gotta look at his fucking hairy nipples. It's like, god damn it, man. That's why I'm saying, this is like the most Alabama family.
Because, you see, these videos were posted to YouTube over 10 years ago, and there have been no updates since. From quite a bit of research, I discovered that the family eventually moved away to a new home. Tommy's son has shared that the paranormal activity has calmed down a lot since then, and has never returned to being as extreme as it is in these videos. So are these clips proof of poltergeist activity? Because the girls at the birthday party certainly seem legitimately freaked out. So either the family experienced real paranormal events, or I don't think the kids were in on the plan. But let me know what you think down in the comments. Thanks once again for watching.
I think with that one, it was very entertaining. I think it was creepy, scary. So I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 because I think it was very well done, especially for the fact that it was 10 years ago. So if it was faked, I think it was well done. I think there's a chance that it's real, obviously. Yeah, I enjoyed that video. He had a six-pack deal? I don't think so. Let's review the footage.
Okay? Oh, God. I'm so... Here. Get her a freaking rag. Here.
Get her a freaking rag. No, brother. I got my own fucking t-shirt. It's like, Jesus Christ, man. Yeah, that's not a six-pack, by the way. Also, the fact that it was pointed out that they had... These were paper plates and not actual pizzas. That makes some more sense now.
We can get you a little cake on camera, so we can remember your party, and we'll get the ad.
Okay, I see it now. Oh, they're not even pizzas; they're hearts. Okay, but you gotta admit they look like pepperoni pizzas. But now it looks like they're just hearts. So, you like my? Thank you, I appreciate that. Terrible today. Let's see what you guys give it. Let's see. 8 for Lila. A 2 for a Real Life Skinwalker. A 7 for Texas Panhandle. A 6.8 for Volley. A 1.5 for Dakota. A 7 for Terrible. A 6, or never mind, 6 packs of beer. There we go. Not 6 packs, just 6 packs of beer. A 4 for Johnny. A 2 for Squidward's Tentacles. Is the one Dusty real? What's that? A 4 for Pamela. Who, in the last stream, did not see the Mr. Nightmare video that we watched with the guy in the crawl space? Did anyone not see it? Now's the time. If we have more than 4 people that have not seen it, I'll replay it. Oh, you didn't? Yeah, sure. Sure, Lila. Oh, Texas Panel, you have not seen it. Okay. DM Kelly, yes, it was very badass. Unholy Berserker, you haven't seen it? Okay, okay. Okay, we're gonna rewatch it because it was fantastic. Oh, North Texas School, you haven't seen it either? Okay. Well, we're about to rewatch it for those who have not seen it. It's just that good. To me, honestly, it was one of the scariest videos I've ever seen. Out of all the videos I've ever watched in the dark, this is one that truly, when the moment happens, it's not a jump scare. It's just a like, holy fuck, you can't believe it's that creepy. So we're gonna rewatch it. So enjoy.
Was going to be a little different from my others, and that I'm going to focus on one story instead of 3. Now to begin, everyone knows what a crawl space is, whether you have one or you don't. An unoccupied narrow space within a home between the ground and the first floor, usually in place of a basement and used for storage. Usually the scariest things you'd find in a crawl space would be rodents or giant spider crickets jumping at you. But Jake Binger found something much more disturbing than any creepy creatures in his crawl space. In a nice area of Firestone, Colorado, Jake owns his own house where his girlfriend lives with him. Jake had met his girlfriend, who remains nameless, at a comedy club in town, and the two hit it off and would eventually start to date. At some point during this time, she opened up to him about her old abusive ex. She described her ex as a ticking time bomb.
North Texas Good, you have to watch it. That's the only way.
That she loved his more gentle side, but that he could switch to a completely different person just like a flick of a switch. And in this alternate personality of his, he was a very aggressive, scary man who would do things like fight bouncers at bars or punch holes in walls when angry, or even sometimes getting physical with her, and he got angry rather easily. Things would become so rocky between the two that eventually she would end things with her ex, but he didn't take that news well. She feared that her ex was stalking her parents' house at late hours of the night because either she or her parents would hear sounds from the backyard, like the gate slamming shut or the backyard shed door closing. Her ex disabled all forms of social media after the breakup, and she became so concerned for her well-being that she decided to move in with her current boyfriend, Jake. Now you may be wondering, what does this have to do with anything? Well, on one regular night that Jake's girlfriend wasn't in the house with him, he was in his living room when he heard noises from in the crawl space. He moved from his living room to his kitchen and sat at the island for a while, continuing to listen and hearing strange occasional thumping sounds from directly below him. It was at this time that he started to record a video for his Snapchat story, assuming what he was hearing was an animal of some kind, such as a raccoon.
No, it's not a White Claw. No.
As he enters his crawl space, he stops recording for a second so that he could take another video with the flash on so that he could navigate the crawl space.
Like, why wouldn't you go down there with your flash already on? I don't understand it.
The crawl space appears to be mostly empty, aside from some boxes that were tucked into one corner. Jake says when he saw these boxes this way, he was confused because he didn't remember leaving them that way. As Jake walks deeper into the crawl space where the left side expands further down, Jake says he heard a noise in one corner, like pebbles being scraped on the concrete floor. As he heard the noise, he turned to the corner where he saw the terrifying sight of a hunched over man dressed in all black, who was hiding in the corner behind a wall, now getting up and approaching Jake. Jake's scream sounded like a legitimate scream from somebody witnessing something as disturbing as an intruder hiding in their crawl space and then basically lunging at them. The video cuts out seconds later, as being that it was a Snapchat video. Once he let go of the record button, the video stopped. At this point, Jake explained that he ran back to the ladder of the crawl space, and as he climbed up, the man grabbed his foot and tried to pull him down. But Jake managed to kick his way out of the grip and slam the crawl space door in his face. Unfortunately, the door to the closet, which contained the crawl space door, didn't have a lock. So Jake's first instinct was to run to the kitchen and grab the biggest knife, then lock himself inside the bathroom. He heard the closet door open, and then footsteps come over to the bathroom door, and then the man on the other side of the door try the doorknob. Not knowing what kind of weapons the person might have had, Jake didn't engage the intruder in a fight. Instead, he silently called 911 and kept the line going, and eventually, he heard footsteps quickly leave the house out the front door. Now Jake told the 911 operator about the break-in, and so police came to the house, conducted a quick investigation, and a police report was created for the incident. Jake's girlfriend refused to come to the house after hearing of the incident because she swore left and right that the man had to be her ex. It's impossible to make out any notable facial features on the man in the video. Jake says he saw that the man was wearing a black mask and his head was covered by a hood, which you can kind of see in the video. Jake also described the man to have a very tall-looking, intimidating stature despite his hunched-over posture in the crawl space. Jake's girlfriend's ex was a very tall man, and upon watching the video, she swears it looks just like his body. Of course, this is just speculation on her part. And without solid evidence, legally they don't have much of a leg to stand on as far as pressing charges. In the video though, loud thumping and hammering—
No man, I would not hide in the bath. If that was me, I would have enjoyed the moment. I would have been down there in the crawl space with this guy. I would have grabbed him by his shoulders and just pressed in. Just absolutely crushing his shoulder blades together. Imagine when I don't know if you guys were ever skinny as a kid, but when I was a kid, I could put my arms back until I could feel my shoulder blades kind of touching almost. Imagine your shoulder blades crushing into each other. I would just crush them like a fucking grape. And then I would take him by his throat and squeeze until he popped like a gusher. That's what I would do. I would maybe toy with him first, pick him up by his ankle and with ease throw him around like a rag doll, hitting him on the concrete walls, whatever I had to do. But if it was a normal civilian, if I didn't have the abilities that I have, then I would not have locked myself into a bathroom with what would probably be a door, most likely, that would be easy to break down in most houses. I would, if I had my cell phone on me, which obviously I would, because in the video he's recording with a cell phone, I would just run out the house. Why would you lock yourself in a bathroom and risk death instead of just running out the house and you're golden? So he's an idiot. This wasn't scary to you? What? Wow.
Type sounds could be heard in the beginning. And after investigating, Jake found that the intruder had ripped through some of the insulation of the crawl space and had been hammering at—
See, I said the same thing, Real Life Skinwalker. I said stay on the hatch, but the risky thing with that is that he could have a gun. He very well could have a gun and just pop shots right through it and kill you. So that I said the same thing. I'm like, well, I mean, you could just stay on the hatch, but it's a risky game because, yeah, it would work if he didn't have a gun. But if he has a gun, then you're fucked. You're dead. And, he might not have had plans to use the gun, but if he's desperate and he knows that the cops are coming, he's gonna kill you to get away from to avoid jail. So it's risky. I wouldn't do it.
Some of the wood in the ceiling of the crawl space, and also some of the pipes. It's unknown why he was doing this. It was also discovered that the key that the couple hides in one of the sheds outside was missing, which already revealed how the intruder got inside, and might insinuate that the man who broke in had his eyes on the house for a while. Jake changed the locks on the door that same day, but his girlfriend has yet to return to that house, worried that it's now being stalked by her crazy ex-boyfriend. Jake has installed the Ring doorbell camera recently, and on several occasions, he's gotten a notification from his Alexa device that there's someone at his front door, but there's never anybody actually there. Not visibly, at least. While there isn't any solid evidence as to who the intruder was, it may be a strong possibility that it is in fact her ex-boyfriend. What started as a guy simply trying to get a funny Snapchat story of what he assumed to be a raccoon in his crawl space turned into something much more horrifying. The start of a nightmare, even. Jake said he would keep me updated on the matter, so if any new information comes up, I'd consider making a follow-up if you guys would be interested.
Very interesting. I have a story that's similar to that in a way. It was a real person involved. I was out shed hunting one night, and this was in Iowa. I would say it was probably between 9 and 11 o'clock p.m. It was early spring, about a year ago. I was out in the middle of this giant forest, out in the woods, and I was looking for sheds. Which is, for those that don't know, deer antlers. Every year, deer shed their antlers, so then you go out and you find deer antlers. Well, anyways, I was out there, and this is a protected forest. Like, you can't hunt in these woods. You can walk around, and they have trails and everything you can go on, but you can't hunt. You can't, kill game. And so I went, to this. I had a flashlight, and I was looking. I was by myself, and all of a sudden, I hear this whistling noise, like a person whistling. And I'm looking around, like, what the fuck? I don't see anyone. Now, keep in mind, there's no leaves in the trees. It's just, because it's spring, but everything's, dead. So I'm looking around. I can see quite a ways, even through the trees. And I'm looking around. I don't see anybody. And all of a sudden, I hear this voice, and it was deep, and it's like, hey, I'm right here. And I when he said it loud, I realized he was up high. And so I shine my flashlight, and it's a guy dressed in all black, sitting in a tree. Like, just sitting on a branch, just sitting there. Almost, I'd say probably 10 yards away from me, up in this tree. Probably closer to 20 yards, I'd say. And he was just swinging his legs back and forth, and he had his head tilted down. I'm like, can I help you? And he just didn't respond. He just stared at me. And I said, what the fuck? And his eyes were like glowing, like the reflective glowing. And then out of nowhere, the guy just fucking gets up, stands up on this branch, and then jumps at me, like off this tree. And between me and him was these kind of like, I don't know what they were, like some kind of bush that wasn't dead. It was like a fern bush or something. I don't know, but it was still green. It wasn't dead. And there was some snow on it, so there was blockage between me and him. So there was like a barrier almost. He could go around it, but still. He jumped off the tree and landed somewhere in the snow. Like, he lunged at me, and I backed up like, what the fuck? And he fell probably a good 30 to 40 feet. He was up there a ways. And he fell like he belly dived or belly flopped onto the ground. And then I heard this weird, like, scratching sound, like he was, like, on all fours running towards me. And then, sure enough, he then jumps over the bush like an animal. And he's on all fours now, and his shoulders are, like, elongated and shit. And then, now that I can see him up close, he's bleeding from his eyes, and he's got fucked up looking face. Like, not right. And he's hissing, and he's got claws and shit. He runs at me, and I just throw one right hook. Boom. Breaks his neck right off his fucking shoulders. I mean, he is deader than fuck. And then I hear a bunch of whistling off in the distance, so I shine my light, and I see thousands of glowing eyes, just like his, off in the distance, and they're coming closer. Well, fast forward 5 hours, and it is me covered in blood. And around me in the snow are just thousands of dead bodies of these same creatures. That's a true story. That wasn't fabricated at all. The thought of a complete stranger in your house is absolutely terrifying, yes. I've had a person break in on me for real while I was here in my apartment. Can you take a lie detector? I will right now. This is the lie detector. If it starts shaking, that means I'm lying. If it doesn't, it means I'm being truthful. All right. Did that really happen to you, Big Dill? Yes, it did. It absolutely happened to me. And to prove it, I'm going to tell a lie on purpose just to prove that this test is accurate. Okay, Big Dill, do you like shrimp? Yes. Is that the proof you need? I mean, what else do you want? When the doom music kicks in. I do have the footage. Do you guys, some of you might not have ever seen it. My first Skinwalker forest video that I went back to the forest to investigate, I actually did capture something. No, actually, it was this one first. So that there was a trailer for it. So, the actual video.
This place is creepy.
What? So as soon as we got down to this main, and this is George Witt State Park in Cedar Falls, really creepy area. Yeah, I was skinny back then, wasn't I? I was. As soon as we got down, I mean, we were probably 10 minutes into the video, like actually like exploring into the woods, and we saw this, and you'll see it. And of course, it's all fucking pixelated and fucking grainy. But I was at the time. This is when I started my channel. I had a fucking Samsung Galaxy S8 or whatever it was, and it was nighttime, so I was like, you can't film in the dark with a phone. So this is what it looks like, but you can clearly tell there is something watching us. What?
Stay way over there. Stop.
What?
You see that black mass over there?
You can see it right there. Is it moving?
Yeah.
Okay, so we see something. We're gonna try to get a little bit closer.
It keeps like moving up against it.
Oh shit!
Oh my god!
And then you can see it. You can see it stand up and then move to the side. Did it just stand up?
That's a person.
Hold up, we're gonna try to get closer. Did it disappear? I don't think you guys can see it on camera, but now between us and that point, there is a bunch of water, so we can't just. It's deep. It's part of it's part of the river that goes through there. It's not like an actual river that's between us and this bridge, but it's a deep water, so we can't just like cross this water. So we want to get closer. Our first instinct is that these are people, like actual human beings, that are under this bridge doing fucking shooting up drugs and shit. This is a really bad part. There's a lot of sexual assaults. There's been murders, stuff like that down in these woods under this exact bridge. So that's what our guess as to what that was, but it was still creepy. It's right where I'm zooming in. Is it still there?
No. It's gone.
All right.
That was something.
All right, we just found something. We're gonna move over this way. Now, here, you want to film me? Okay. The reason I'm a little bit nervous right now is I just pan the camera around. You'll see where we're at. We're under a bridge. And there could be like drug dealers down here. So, fingers crossed. Drug dealers. This is where the drug dealers hang out, man.
Stay way over there. Stop.
What?
You see that black mass over there?
It's right here. Just keep an eye on it right here when I resume it. This is it, whatever it is, it's crouched down, and then you'll see it stand up, and then slowly move to the side. It's pretty creepy.
Oh, yes.
It's still crouched.
Yeah.
Okay, so we see something.
So when I zoom out, it stands up.
It keeps like moving up against the...
Right about there.
Oh, shit.
Oh my god.
Did they just stand up?
That's a person.
So... What?
Stay way over there. Stop.
What?
See that black mass over there?
Oh, yes. Is it moving?
Yeah.
Whatever that thing is right there, it is watching us. And my buddy doesn't believe in paranormal stuff at all. And so when he saw this, he was genuinely like, oh my god. When he says, oh my god, it freaked him out to his core. He was fucking creeped out as fuck. And this is the same guy that I'm going to be going to Villisca X Murder House with.
Okay, so we see something. We're going to try to get a little bit
I wish I would have stayed zoomed in the whole time, because I would have got a perfect image of it standing up. You can still see it pretty good if you really pay attention.
Sir.
It keeps like moving up against the...
Oh, shit.
Oh my god.
Did they just stand up?
That's a person.
Do I think it was... I think it probably was.
Do you guys have any guesses to what that could...
I think it probably was, yeah. I mean... It's hard to say. I know if you go down in the comments, people saw eyes behind my buddy when we were shooting a shot. And this is... We are under a highway. Or a bridge. It's just a bridge. There's no... Like, we're down in a valley. So there's no lights. There's no houses. There's no nothing. And that... one point in the video...
I want to go back...
Someone spots these eyes, which look like eyes in the tree line, because behind my buddy right now is a tree, tree line, and there are leaves on the trees and shit. Like, this is very green, and they saw this pair of eyes, and a bunch of the people in the comments say, "What are those eyes behind you?" And at one point, it looked like they almost blinked.
The underpass, because we saw something out there, guys, and I'm not gonna lie, that fucking freaked me out. But I think we're just gonna stop being pussies, and we're gonna go back and check it out.
Maybe it was right there.
Guys, and I'm not gonna lie, that fucking freaked me out. But I think we're just gonna stop being pussies and we're gonna go back and check it out.
They kind of disappear. I don't know. It's hard to say what that was, but there's a lot of things that went down, and that's why when I went back the second time, we actually found mountain lion tracks, but we didn't find anything else. So maybe it was a fucking mountain lion that we were getting stalked by.
My phone camera, but to check out. What do you think?
So just right behind him there, but yeah. And they look, they're perfectly next to each other and spaced away. And I could be, I don't know. I don't know. I just remember those woods being pitch fucking black, no lights, no nothing. You could hear cars in the distance on the highway, like in the echo, but that was it.
I say we just go back that way and see what we can find.
And see, it's weird because it's like,
yeah.
Tess is making a weird sound back there somewhere. So I don't know. It could have been just been a person or people, multiple. And we did end up going back to where that was at, which
See, this is not where we were.
Okay, we got something creepy up here. Okay. So
this right here, right where you're seeing on the screen, right where this rock is where this whatever was standing there was standing there.
Is where we saw that mass.
And behind me, it's so pitch black. I couldn't even. I had my flashlight on my phone on, but you can't even see anything. It's so fucking black. But there was like the river that went right past here. So there was just water on this other side. So the only other place they could have gone was like if they had gone in the river, because circled around, unless they didn't have any flashlights, which would be really odd. You'd think that it's so dark down there. There's no moonlight. On the night we shot, it was so dark. You had to fucking see with a flashlight. And so the only way they could have got away is by wandering through the water. Because, like, where this is at is almost like a fucking island. Under where the leg to this bridge is, it's almost like an island. It's surrounded in water except for one little walkway that then connects to the main path, which is where we were on. So we went straight back and around and got there. And so I don't know. But...
And, whatever was down here is gone. Oh, and, yeah, I'm freaked out. Shoot any good shots, but we did catch the one thing under the bridge.
Yeah, I want to go back and make another video. The last video I went by myself, and I wasn't even meant to go investigating because I went by myself, and I just caught. I mean, I didn't really catch it on camera, but I had some really creepy experiences. Getting the what my surroundings are, but as we get further into this short video, I'll kind of explain in the video what I'm hearing and seeing. So here, I'm doing a slow pan. I just went to this is the same woods, different area, but I went to the same woods. I wanted to get B footage for the channel. I just wanted some good B footage that I could use for if I was going to make videos or whatever. And when I was sitting right here doing this pan, like straight into these this brush or whatever we're looking at here, there was something big moving around, and there's no trail in here. I'm on the trail right now where I'm standing, and back in here is just heavy, dense foliage and shit, and there was something really, really big walking around, like huge. And I thought it could be a deer, but deer don't really make that much noise when they're walking around. They're pretty quiet and stealthy themselves. And so I'm like, what the fuck is that? It sounded like someone just trudging through the fucking, but I could never see anything. And then someone, I'm pretty sure, in the comments pointed something out, but I don't... again, with B footage in this area. And as I'm starting to do this, I'm starting to hear something moving around. And what's kind of alarming about it is that it sounds really big. Like I can hear trudging footsteps in the leaves. Now...
There's something in these woods right here. I don't have a clue what it is, but it sounds
What's up, Flame for Moonlight? I was creeped out because when I'm doing this, there's like the river is right behind me, and there was like this other batch of foliage, like these bushes or something behind me that kept making noise too, and I felt constantly like there was something watching me, and that there's someone behind me. So I was paranoid this whole fucking time, like something was there. I knew something was there for sure, but I'm sure it was just an animal. But the way it sounded, man, it was fucking weird.
Somewhere right in here. I got something to my left as well.
And the camera kept focused on this fucking stupid little twig.
Something over here. I feel like I'm surrounded. Something is walking around up in here. I have no idea what it is, but I'm filming it just in case I catch something. I'm gonna see if I can flank out to here, over in this road, and get around and see what's moving around in there. I'm going handheld now. It's approximately 7:30 at night. I don't know if you can see that sign or not, but that's a park boundary sign. And so,
what was that? I'm looking at this right here. I just caught.
So,
you see that dark mass right there? It's probably just nothing, but
it's not gonna focus. But the river's right over there, and so
that right there.
Still got something moving right here.
I do have a drone. Yes, I do. At the time this was shot, I didn't have the drone. But yeah, Eli Bugmaster did buy the channel a drone. So I've yet to use it in like a situation like this. I have tested it out. It's awesome. But yeah, I would like to have the drone somehow carried around. I do have it. It did come with like a carrier pack that I could just whip it out and fucking fly it. So that would be cool.
Dude, I don't know. It's a little freaky out here right now. I don't know. It smells weird. For those that don't know, this right over there is where I heard those noises. Focus.
It's a beaver. It was actually the first time I've ever seen a beaver in my life. It's kind of cool because I was walking around and I noticed all these trees that were gnawed off. Like trees had fallen over and they were gnawed off. So I knew there was a beaver in the area. But sure enough, it was this fucker. And you can see right above his den, which is right here, he's got a tree knocked down right there. And so I was watching it for a while, just drag stuff back and forth. It was kind of cool. I'm pretty sure there was 2 of them, if I remember correctly.
My eyesight in real life is horrible, so I'm using the light. I didn't bring my we're working with here. Really no one out here. I haven't seen a single person. Last pan around before we exit. Never know if you catch a Bigfoot in one of these shots.
Just down the trail, Bigfoot dead sprinting at me. Oh, I'd drop the camera. I'd set the camera down the pavement and I'd get the best fucking WWE footage of me fucking just decking this motherfucker.
This was where one of the Bigfoots were spotted in
The only shitting about my camera is that it fucking, like, it just has the worst time focusing. And it's a nice camera, it's awesome, but man, it really struggles to focus at times, and it's so frustrating. It sucks. Like, when I do, like, green screen footage for all the videos I've ever done on my channel, I have gotten so mad so many times because it just will not focus on me and get the clear-cut shot. And I've had times where I've recorded a whole thing, and then I go to edit the footage, and I can tell it's not out of focus, so I have to reshoot the whole thing. Man. Your dad ran across one when he was fishing years ago. Apparently that sucker was about 4 feet long. A beaver? Jesus. That's a big ass beaver. So yeah, if you want to watch the full video, it's on the channel. That one's called Something Stalking Me at Skinwalker Forest. There is also Skinwalker Forest Part 2 where I went back. The first one that we watched and that one. So there's 3 videos where I go back to the woods and investigate. I capture the creature under the bridge and then obviously the noises. But you can't really hear them in the video, but it's still creepy. It was just a creepy atmosphere. So, yeah. We're going to end the stream in about 3 minutes, so if you got anything to say, now is the time to say it. The plan is this coming Thursday I'll stream, I think, so stay tuned for that. I don't think I'm doing anything this Thursday. So yeah, I'm planning on Thursday. I am fucking tired as fuck tonight. Holy shit. Oh, Tess? Yeah. Here she is, right here. Come here. Oh, here's Tess. Say hi. right, Texas Panhandle, thanks for tuning in. Fuck you as well. Fucking Hawkeyes. Say hi, Tess. Can you say hi? Can you say hi in the mic? Can you say hi in the mic? She don't want to speak. Well, there she goes. You want to say hi? You want to say hi? Hmm? There's your test dose. Your dose of test for the night. For everyone who loves seeing her. Stand up, you goober. She's a weird one. You make weird noises. Can you say that in the mic? There it goes. She's a little squeak. A little squeak. When you test merch, yeah, that would be kind of cool. I do have a shirt that Asher's donated. It says I love Tessa. Like I love New York, but it says I love Tessa. I've never worn it, but it's... I was going to put on Paco. But she hates Paco. She's saying hi? Yeah. Hi. Now she's at my feet, rubbing against me. Like, what are you doing? I'm working on a couple projects, by the way, right now. I guess, you know, I'll... should I tease a little bit of the music I'm working on? Okay. Just a snippet. Just a snippet. That's just a snippet of what I'm working on. Has to do with Cryptid Wars movie. It's maybe a sequel, maybe just a teaser. I don't know. I can't say right now, but it's gonna be badass. I'm working on that. I'm also working on some stuff with the stream as well. I'm already planning the Halloween stream. I'm already working on that. I want it to be the biggest one we've ever had yet. Like I said, I'm really contemplating having the Velisca X Murder House being a Halloween event. Like, not as the stream. We'll still have a live stream like here, like, as I always do, but I want to have that as like a Halloween day upload. I think it would be the perfect Halloween time. I don't know. I'm working the details out. But man, I'm excited. I just want to do that so bad. Paco's her cryptid alien punching bag. Yeah, she bites his feet, and she hates because he's in her chair. She has 8 chairs in this fucking apartment she can lay in. She lays in my bed. She's got 3 recliners out in the living room. Now she's attacking Paco's arm right now. This is what you don't see every day. Look at her. Violent little cat. Yeah, I'm hoping that Velisca, I know I've been talking about it for fucking ever, and it still hasn't happened yet. I know it's frustrating, but there's so many things that have come up, and it's just finding the schedule. My buddy was deployed overseas, and now he's back, so now we're trying to find time. He's also the most busy human on the planet, so trying to find time. It's expensive to fucking pay for. So, yeah. It's going to happen. It's for sure. It's on my bucket list in life, so it's going to happen. I want to go to the Velisca Axe Murder House more than anything in the world. It's the creepiest one of the creepiest haunted places you can go to in the world. It's not just the state of Iowa. It's one of the most haunted places in the entire planet Earth. So, Yeah, see, I point the camera at her. She's like, oh, I'm not, yeah. She's like, what, Dad? I'm not doing that. Exactly. I just pointed the camera at her and she just stops. It's like, oh, what? So, yeah, that's kind of the channel update, just so you guys have an idea what I'm working on. And so, soon you should see it, and I'll let you know. I'll keep you updated within the next couple of weeks. But, yeah, hopefully you guys all have a good evening, a good rest of your night. We got to start Monday tomorrow, which blows. That fucking blows. Major wieners. So, power through this next week. Let's get to the weekend again. Party hard if you're into that. What else? Yeah. For those who are in school, you should be getting out soon, I would imagine. Out of school, so that's cool. For those that are working, let's go to start the grind tomorrow. Some of you work today, though, I guess. So, but yeah, guys, I will see you. The plan is, I think, next Thursday, unless something pops up. But I am planning on next Thursday for a stream. So I will see you guys then. Take care. Peace out, amigos. Stay safe. Watch your six, because there is something probably in your closet right now. And if your house, the power goes out to your house, you're so fucked. So, wait. I'm getting a reading. Lila, weather balloon, DM Kelly, flame for moonlight. There's something in your house right now.